What's good, reviewers? This episode of the JB and Benny Blue Review is brought to you by our friends at Snow CBD. Naturally enhance your life with premium CBD by Snow, formulated for stress relief, pain relief, better sleep, and much more. Learn all about it at snowcbd.com. That's SNOCBD.com, and use code The Review. That's The Review for 10% off all products and free shipping.
Knock about 500 fucking yards a week. This fucking DBU. This fucking DBU.
You want to sit down? And welcome to the Easy Sports Talk Show.
Yes, sir.
Trans D. I like that.
Yes, you do.
Coming to you live today from DBAT in Mesa, 1455 South Stapley Drive. Right here at the corner of the 60 and Stapley. Coming out and support the Go to Bat for Kids event. All funds and donations, your lightly used sporting equipment is going to the Arizona Urban Youth Foundation. So make sure you come on out here and let them and support this great cause. We got guests joining us. Yeah.
And this segment is brought to you by Milano Music, family owned and operated for over 70 years. Over 50,000 square foot showroom and repair facility. 18 instrument rental depots across the valley. Visit MilanoMusic.com. That's MilanoMusic.com, or call them at 480-827-1111.
So we got a special guest in. You want to introduce him, man? You know Benny.
Man, this gentleman over here, I was introduced to him from some of the stuff that I do in the hip hop community, and so when he was, he's a chameleon of sorts. So what he was doing in terms of publicity and PR and everything, and so I've met a lot of people in the industry because of him. But he does comedy, sketch comedy, acting, all that stuff. The one and only Benny Blue Eyes Rhinesmith. What's good, man?
We are here, man. I'm glad to be out here, man. We're on batting cages. I feel like a 10-year-old again. This is great. This is great.
Man, first off, thank you for coming out. I know you're in town for a show and everything. Where Earl reached out and was like, my man Benny's in town. Can you have him on? I was like, for sure, man. So appreciate you taking the time to come sit with us. First off, tell us a little bit about, I do my little research. I'm looking back, and first off, great to meet you. But I, do my little research and everything. You were in the in the business world, and all of a sudden you decided I'm just going to transition to comedy. So tell us a little bit about your journey, where you were and where you are now.
Oh, yeah. So I've been in Los Angeles it's been 10 years this summer. And like Javon said, I got linked up with him through just my travels through hip-hop, mostly working in media, working with artists, always sending him artists. He was always showing love, having artists on his podcast, Microphone Masters, and then that just kind of built into other conversations in terms of what he's doing now with casual sports, with NBC Radio and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, music was my life. That's what I did. I ended up doing production, management, public relations for many unsigned independent hip-hop artists and R&B artists. That actually turned into me doing public relations for professional athletes, namely NFL players. Now, this gentleman sitting to my left, we linked up because we were actually neighbors, and we found out that we actually knew some of the same people. And then we got to talking and found out that we were actually both hip-hop heads, among many other things that brought us together. And that's how we started the JB and Benny Blue Review, which you can listen to, KSRN.com, Casual Sports, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Live streaming. And, from dealing with, to answer your original question, from dealing with different types of talent, whether it be music, sports, all that stuff, I kind of realized after a while that I was kind of pushing everybody ahead of myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I had a few people challenge me to start doing stand-up, so I was like, all right, I'll start doing it. And it's been clicking. It's got me on TV. It's got me at the Comedy Store. It's got me doing road gigs. And now I'm in town. Last night I was at the Improv Mania in Chandler. I'm back there tonight, 10 p.m. Anybody wants to come out and check it out, downtown Chandler. And yeah, man. Now were you
already a funny dude, and people were like, you just, you need to be on a stage somewhere, or was it something you just
a funny guy?
Yeah,
yeah. It was very much that. It was very much. I always had the joke ready. I was always that dude within my group of friends. And then yeah, man, that's just kind of what it meant. It's just one of those things you just got to start doing it. It's just one of those crafts.
So when you're putting together your act, when you're coming up with 10, 15, 30-minute act routine.
Yep.
How much time goes in? How much of it is that trial and error to get to the point where you feel comfortable, for example, traveling out of town to be able to come and do your thing?
Plenty. Because there's stuff that you do that it'll sound a certain way in month one, and it'll have a whole different feel to it in month 6. Because going into 2020, I'm getting ready to do my first half hour, and there's stuff that I've been working on for 2-3 years. But you chip away at it, It's almost like you almost kind of have a sports mentality to it, where it's like whenever I get up, I'm up 5, 6, 7, 8 times a week. I treat it like going to the gym. So you're always crafting something. You're always bringing something to your skill set, whether it be from a writer's perspective or from a performance thing that you can gain from being on stage. So, yeah, after a while, it turns into 5, 10, 15, and eventually, what you get big time down the line, that's where the hour comes in. So you're constantly chipping away at it, making it better.
Netflix special's on the way, guys. I'm his manager, you know what I'm saying? So we're in the works right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to get that Netflix special.
He's wearing sunglasses for a reason. It's Asian, you know what I'm
Hollywood, baby. I'm Hollywood again.
Yeah, out here.
So how do you handle, have you ever had a heckler?
Oh, yeah.
How do you handle them? Is there a get back, or you just let them get it out their system and move on?
Everybody, it depends on the type of heckle. Because some people heckle you and they don't even realize they're heckling you. Like, for example, I've done shows where people are coming off of going to a game, for example. Like, I did a big show where half the crowd was coming from the LA Galaxy game.
Oh,
and
okay.
They kept chanting, "We are Galaxy," like for every comedian. So anytime something like hit weird for me in terms of like a punchline, I would just turn to them and I'd get them to do the chant, and I'd get everybody back on my side again. So that's one way to do it. But if someone is like what you would probably think of as a traditional heckler, or like, "Tell the jokes, you son of a," you know what I mean, like one of them cats, I treat it like judo. Use their body weight against them and flip them over. You know what I mean? So,
don't come in here with some logic.
Jedi mind
don't come in here with
trick,
logic, dog. We don't like logic.
Right. My fault. Off brand. My fault.
So real quick too, are you? I've heard through earlier you're a Detroit fan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So give us your quick take on the game. What are you expecting to go down tomorrow in the Dome?
Well, I got to be honest. It's hard for me to get a read on what I like to call my cardiac kitties. They give me a stroke every year. But the thing with Detroit is that if they've done nothing else, they've invested in the trenches. So they signed some really key defensive linemen. They've really invested in the offensive line. So I'm expecting some ugliness. I'm expecting some.
That's a real word.
Yeah, exactly. I think Kyler will be dynamic, but I think it's week 1, so it's going to be kind of getting used to Cliff Kingsbury and the whole system. So I'm expecting a low-scoring game. I think it could go either way, to be honest with you. But I was in the house last year, and it was kind of the same thing, even though it was obviously different system, different players. Still, it's like it's two teams that are trying to figure out their identity. So I could see it going either way. I do think my squad will win, but if they win, I don't think it's going to be by much.
So there you got it. I think we're all on the same side. Even all three of us, Mitch included, have picked them. So once again, tell everybody where you're at. Finish out the weekend. Are you going to the game tomorrow? You staying in town? Okay.
Yes, no, we will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, you know you're going to be there.
Big sexy Bizzle myself will be in the building.
Always.
So where are you going to be at tonight again?
Tonight, I'm back at Improv Mania Comedy Club. It's on Arizona Avenue, downtown Chandler, 10 o'clock. Great
And
show.
how can our listeners follow you and contact you?
Follow me. All social media from me personally is at Benny Blue Eyes. And, of course, make sure you stay in tune with the podcast, which is at JB and Benny Blue and JBandBennyBlueReview.com for all past episodes. We got to catch up on our foolery and shenanigans and
y'all
all
some
that
fools,
good
for real. Y'all some fools.
Yes, sir.
Tell us real quick, some of the venues you've been on, because you've been on LaffTracks.
Yep.
Where's some of the other places you've been and done?
Yeah, man. So that's been the big look. TruTV's LaffTracks, which is just wrapping up its second season. So I've been on that. Of course, the Comedy Store, Flappers Comedy Club, and then right after this, I'm going up to the Bay Area. Then I'm going back to Michigan. I'm doing Louisville, Kentucky. So now it's more, more road and just touching more audiences, man.
That's what's up.
And one, I got to commend you, man, because people think getting on a stage and man, sometimes that's the scariest thing in the world is being up there with the light on you. Mm-hmm. And I found I would rather perform as an athlete in front of 80,000 people on the field than be on a stage with 30.
They're not going to single you out.
Exactly. So that tastes good.
Right,
exactly. So continued success, man. You're now part of the Easy Sports Talk family. So whenever you're in, shoot through. Yeah. If you're on the road and you want to call in, you let us know where you're at. We'll get you. We'll keep up with you. So appreciate you both for coming out, man. Hey. And thank you, Brother Earl, for coming out. Thank you for hooking us up, man. Thank you,
Earl. We don't like Earl. We don't like Earl.
Hey,
what up, Casual?
We're going to take this break. Top of the hour coming up. Easy Sports Talk Show. Hope you're having a great Saturday so far, folks. We'll be back after this.
Are you kidding? Yeah, so one of the things that we had Benny on a little earlier what they do is they have a podcast. So they're a part of the Casual Sports Radio family, but they had a podcast that was existing before KSRN came into existence. But it's called the JB and Benny Blue Review. They've had me on before. They act a fool. I like to have a fun when I do microphone masters, and they take that and they the same thing that like my man Star Saxon and I do. They take it and they do their own twist on it. So they have a good time with it. So JB. Mr. Birdgang, member of Birdgang, founder. Tell us about where the idea for the podcast came from, man.
Well, as I was just explaining to a young lady out there, once upon a time in North Hollywood, we were at a party, and I got to know Benny, and he had a podcast called True Blue. All right, so I did the podcast, and after listening to the podcast, I immediately told him that we have to do this. All right, I didn't know nothing about the podcast game, so I asked him, like, can we do one together? He was like, yeah. I had the name and everything already planned out. JB and Benny Blue Review, as you know it right now, it was already predestined, and it was written, man. It was written. That's all I can say.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, man. I mean, just like you said it. I mean, we bonded with the fact that he played in the league. I played football. I worked with, NFL players in a marketing branding capacity. And then we're able to connect on so many other things within life.
Yeah.
And we found out, it turns out we both have the knack for the jokes, as you guys know.
Right.
And I will say for any new reviewers out there, any new listeners, definitely don't crank us in your speakers in your cubicle at work.
Right.
But if you're at the
might
gym,
get fired.
yeah, you might. Yeah. But if you want quality sports entertainment talk that really gives it to you real, no hot takes, as we say. We're not a hot take show.
Not at all.
If you want to be more conversational and still get some good information, we might be the show for you.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm gonna sit here impressed, JB. You look like you should get out there and throw it down a little bit.
Don't do that.
I'm just telling you, man.
Here's the thing. I do work out, man, and I keep myself in great shape, but I am probably about on the playing weight, I'm probably about 18, 20 pounds on the playing weight, so I get thrown around like a rag doll out there. Plus, if I stand up too fast, I get dizzy, so I can't imagine myself going head-to-head with a 330-pound man right now.
It doesn't even fit. It doesn't even sound right anymore, does it?
It doesn't, man.
That's what we used to do. It just don't sound right.
Speaking of that, when you're talking about dizzy, I mean, this might be a little bit of a serious concept, but when we're talking about Antonio Brown, y'all know I'm a Raider fan, so I'm a little upset. But so you wonder what's going on in somebody's head if they say to $30 million, nah, I'm gonna act a fool so I can get up out of this contract. Are you worried about maybe what's going on in his mind, or do you think that this is all pre-planned?
Great question
for his brand.
Great question. It's definitely not pre-planned for his brand. I can't see nobody doing that for any kind of beneficial gain. What I'm going to say is this.
Right. Okay.
What I'm going to say is this: is he temporarily lost his mind? I'm going to say he has selective CTE. I really believe that his divaism backfired on him. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
He got too deep in the game in acting a fool, and there was no turning back. Right?
Here's the problem, though. There's been several times when it's like, okay, he finally got it, and it's like, and then he just turned around and just poured gasoline on it when it was already squashed. So it was. Right? That's the confusing part for me.
You get accepted. They bring you back in. They accept you after you go face to face with your GM. Right? Who is the man literally next to the man, okay?
It's a man right here.
Right, exactly. So it's like you get forgiven for that. They bring you back on and you're cool. Then you do the whole social media thing, and now it's like, release me. Well, congratulations, dummy. You got exactly what you wanted, and you blew $29 million faster than a stack in Magic City Monday.
Mitch has a question for you, Jeremy.
Yes.
So I actually joined the show last week, and both of them forgot that I joined the show just to talk to you. So I couldn't ask the question last week.
Is this Money Making Mitch?
Yes.
Is this Money Making Mitch?
Yes, the Money Making Mitch.
Money Making Mitch.
Up? Stop acting like you're man.
So you played with Steve Smith when you weren't a Cardinal.
Yeah.
And what would you describe Steve Smith as compared to Antonio Brown, and what's it like playing with a player like that on your team?
Steve Smith is just the ultimate competitor. And, yeah, he can get a little crazy at times, but he's not going to get crazy with the people that he shouldn't get crazy with. Now, on the field, he's a lunatic. I mean, a stark raving, small lunatic. All right, and you tell him I said that if you ever see him, little man.
I was hoping you would have lucky him.
I used to give him so much trouble. So I used to give him so much flack about him being like Mighty Mouse and like little man syndrome. And But you're talking about a man that's going to ride for you, a great teammate, Steve Smith. So between those two, you got one person that's just, I don't know, just trying to be seen. And then you got a man who's just so passionate that it comes across as that he wants that attention.
And then,
go ahead, Mitch.
if I can ask another question.
Yes, sir.
We owe you that much.
When you look at a booth at an NFL game, I think one of the hardest positions to kind of rank are the offensive linemen. Really,
Right.
people who just watch football don't know what makes a good offensive lineman. Why do you think there's not more linemen in the booth describing what makes a good lineman to us instead of quarterbacks?
Good question.
Well, because there are not a lot of them like me, right? I'm just going to pat myself on the back. Pardon me if I break my arm. But there's not a lot of people out there that can just elaborate on what you're supposed to be doing in football, period, let alone the specific position of offensive line, which is the most important position on a football field.
Speak on it. Speak on it. I like that. So we are here. So JB and Benny Blue Review. Let them know where they can get it. I know it's on all digital
Shoot 'em,
platforms.
Benny.
Oh
Shoot it
yeah,
to 'em,
listen. It's everywhere. It's coming out of a Nissan Sentra as we speak. You know what I mean? Like we're
Right down
everywhere,
Staples,
baby.
right down
You know what I mean? Now we're on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, CastBox, iHeartRadio. Full episodes on YouTube. You can listen to past episodes and you can catch up on jbandbennybluereview.com. Follow us at jbandbennyblue, and of course.
Yes.
We are on casualsports.com.
There you go.
Live streaming, whatever you want it. We got
You
it.
got a number.
Oh, yeah, and also
Ooh.
give us a shout-out, especially all of our Desert Birdgang family. Give us a shout-out on the Savage Hotline, 818-850-2804. Who,
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Jones,
who?
818-850-2804. Give us a call.
Hey, we
please.
gotta go somewhere and have a cold one of these days.
Without a doubt.
These is fools, man.
That's
These
what
are
I'm
fools.
saying.
We about to go
I
do
wanna-
that in a second.
I want to be
y'all-
a part of the
y'all catch up.
They some fools.
Hey, we
man.
got to take this break. Last half hour of the show coming up. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Easy Sports Talk Show, NBC Sports Radio, 1060 AM, KSLX HD Channel 200.7. Be back after these messages. You can. I took it from you. See?
I got it.
Reviewers, this episode of the JB and Benny Blue Review podcast is brought to you by our fine sponsors, starting with Brave New Urban. Brave New Urban is the design studio with the entrepreneur in mind. Visit bravenewurban.com to learn about their web design and logo design services, or just simply look at the great work that they lace us with on our new logo and branding. That's right. Go to bravenewurban.com and use promo code The Review and get 30% off your first project. Go to bravenewurban.com and use promo code The Review to get 30% off your first project. And of course, we are brought to you by Pacific Home Buyers. Have you inherited a home or property? Are you going through pre-foreclosure? Pacific Home Buyers helps homeowners in all 50 states get cash. That's right, cash for their homes. And their deals close within 7 to 14 business days. Visit packhomebuyers.com. That's PACHomebuyers.com. Or call 323-963-3417. That's 323-963-3417 for more information on how they can help you get cash for your home today. Woo! Let's go.
Sounded pretty good. Want to know why, reviewers? Because we're reunited. And it feels so good. We're back in the motherfucking desert.
Live from the motherfucking desert, you know what I'm saying? It is the JB and Benny Blue Review.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard it right, you know what I'm saying? I got my partner in crime out here in the desert, and it's hot than a motherfucker.
Indeed.
It shouldn't be this hot in September. It really shouldn't. But
You know, shit picks up in September and October. We get that LA, the desert. We get that. You know, it hits the oven a little bit. We get that late summer.
Yeah, y'all get that late summer out in LA.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, with that sticky.
Yep.
We've been getting a little sticky lately too. We got that rain in the air. You know what I'm saying? That rain is threatening us. So
Right.
we need it. Shit.
Right.
We probably got like a half an inch of rain the whole fucking summer.
Right. Exactly. Well, first and foremost, that sound that you heard at the beginning of the program was, of course, us joining live with our guys at Casual Sports, KSRN. Shout out to them, Earl, Javon, and
what was it called? D-Bat, the venue we were at?
yeah, D-Bat. Shout out to D-Bat there in Mesa.
Stapley in the 60, man. This is a great spot, man, for all our reviewers out here in the desert. It's a great spot if you got a young, aspiring baseball, softball player. Go out there and get your skills right. Or if you just want to go out there and swing the swing the old bat around, relive your glory days.
Right.
And go out there and do the
Crack
damn
a couple
thing.
ropes, you know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt. You can do the damn thing. They got some nice cages over there.
Yep.
So shout out to them for the venue. I had a great time, man, chopping up on the air.
Exactly.
Man, Benny was letting them know about what's going on in these comedy streets.
Yep.
And we broke it down about the podcast a little bit, as you guys will hear in the first segment.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Went live. It was good to be in them streets. Me and Benny Blue ain't been in these streets in a minute.
I know. It's been long overdue. So, moving and shaking all around here. And, we took in some high school football last night. Unfortunately, the Gilbert Tigers didn't get done, but they'll bounce back. They'll bounce back.
We got some work to do, but we'll be okay.
Yep. Quick college football check-in. Michigan, I'm really tired of you motherfuckers working my last nerve. I'm tired of this shit. All right? Playing down to bullshit levels. You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh trying to be cheeky with the play calling. You should not be going to double to overtime with Army. All right? Builds character. I'm looking at the positive of it. But all I'm saying is get your shit together. All right?
All that, Benny. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Army because they play hard. And when we were watching the game, I told you, I played Army twice in my life, being in Conference USA. You go get the hardest fucking working football team in America every time you play Army. So, and I told you, I said, I feel like for the first quarter and a half, it's going to be, back and forth. It's going to be some mistakes made. It's going to be, the jank was at an all-time high, right? The jank was at an all-time high. So, Michigan held on to win that thing. Southern Miss to the top is in Starkville right now playing the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And we getting bulldogged 28-7 as we speak. But from what I've heard from everybody that's telling me about the game, that we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Can't do that against a big-time SEC team, and they are. I'm not going to take anything from them. So hopefully, we can pull out the comeback of the century. But
right.
We'll see. The only time will tell. Shit.
Right. Well, listen, shout out to the reviewers joining us right now on Facebook Live and Twitter Live. Again, make sure to follow us at JB and Benny Blue, JBandBennyBlueReview.com for all past episodes. And starting week 1 moving forward, put that motherfucking / merch behind it. Oh, the brand new JB and Benny Blue Review merch is available at the time of this episode dropping, baby.
Yeah. Hats, shirts, mugs, women's thongs.
Right. Exactly.
We got all that. We got all that.
House shoes, steering wheel covers. We got you, baby. That. We're like a fucking swap meet with this bitch.
We got all that, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Couch covers. Whatever you need, Grandma. We got you, Grandma.
Exactly.
We got you.
Exactly. Oh, man. Well, look. You know that me and Dr. Bridges are going to be in the building tomorrow for the kiddies.
Ooh, State Farm Stadium. Are you ready?
Cardinals.
You know what I'm saying? The JV and Benny Blue Review will be in the building. We're going to be tailgating on the Great Lawn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be out there amongst the people like we do. You know what I'm saying? Like only we can do.
Yep.
Out there amongst the people, you know what I'm saying? Having a couple of adult beverages.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to tighten up our ties and go sit in the executive suites and
Right.
rub elbows with the owners. That's right, I said it.
Yeah.
And I hope the Arizona Cardinals are listening.
Right.
I'm going to be in the executive suites tomorrow. When they ask me how I did it, I got my way.
Show the man some love.
Show all of us some love.
Exactly. Because I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be in there in my Honolulu Blues. I don't want to hear no disrespect because you remember what happened last year, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
So we think. We ain't got no
who's to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
But I'll tell you what we are talking about.
What we talking about?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, shit.
You know, JV, some things in life just, as you get older, they get better than other things, you know?
I do. I know.
You know?
Simple things in life just, just make you, it fulfills your soul.
Yeah.
You know?
Some people like fucking.
Yeah,
some people like going to church.
I'm a simple man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like cutting the grass.
Yep.
You know? That's just who the fuck I am.
I get some quality thinking done cutting the grass.
Yeah,
washing dishes, doing some household shit.
Housework, keeping the house in order.
Yep. Well, we're trying to get our house in order.
Yes,
because
we are.
Remember, we have stakes on this shit right here. And remember, shout out to everybody in the For the People Fantasy Football League, NFL.com. Set your motherfucking lineups. Don't you forget. I want to hear no excuses.
We don't want to hear no bullshit.
No excuses.
Well, I forgot. Okay, well, you forgot to get that win, too.
Exactly, because remember, winner gets to be on the podcast. And when it comes to Savage Picks, the stakes are higher this year.
Yeah, they are.
Will it be Vegas? Will it be Miami? Who knows?
Did we talk about that last episode?
We did. That was our stakes.
So reviewers that just joined us for this episode, we have a little Betty bet going on.
Betty bet.
Got a little Betty bet going on with the Savage Picks. Right now, Benny is up 2-1 in the years that we've done it. So I'm trying to get back to 500. But if I win, then we are going up to Vegas. Mm-hmm. If Benny wins, then we're going out to Miami.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Right. Can't lose there.
It's a win-win. But we'll put some more odds on it later on, but we can't disclose those with the review.
Exactly. Reviewers, we can't contain it any fucking longer. Right now, it is time for your 2019 NFL season week 1 Savage Picks. Cue the music.
Is this thing on?
Let's fucking.
I want y'all to hear this. Benny's already down 1 pick.
All right. Let's get into it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's get into it. So Thursday Night Football, of course, as you know, follow us at JB and Benny Blue. Follow our Instagram. It's where we make our Savage Picks. For Thursday Night Football, it was Packers at Bears, and Aaron Rodgers didn't disappoint. That new and improved defense, particularly secondary for the Packers, didn't disappoint.
Nice, wasn't it?
What did you see from the old cheese eaters there, fella?
It was comfortable. It was a comforting feeling to see them have a defensive backfield since they really, really ain't had one since that man Woodson was there.
Basically.
And everybody's been, even people that don't like Green Bay have been griping about it. Like, damn, why don't they just fucking pay some DBs? You know what I'm saying? So finally they did, and they got a very, very pleasurable outcome. We'll see how they hold up for the rest of the year. But I think that this is the start of something beautiful. Hey, look at the Packers. They won a division game. They're 1-0 under a new coach. Building momentum, gaining momentum. So shout out to them. I picked the Packers. Benny picked the Bears.
Yeah. On the flip side, I mean, what did you see from the Bears? I mean, risky Trubisky. It was looking suspect as fuck.
I'm not gonna name the name of who said it, but one of the safeties for the one of the safeties for the Packers said, we knew if we could make I call him Risky Trubisky because Benny calls him that. Risky. We knew if we could make Risky Trubisky play quarterback, we'd win the game.
Yeah.
Damn, the disrespect. So Trubisky, you better get your shit right, or it's gonna be a lot of people trying to make you quote unquote play quarterback. Because we understand that on third down you keep drives going with your legs, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta be able to complete some passes, buddy. All right. So that's what I saw. I saw Trubisky not being able to shoot that thing in there. The defense is stellar. All right. Let's be real. Them boys coming with it from the front end to the back end to the middle. They coming with that funk, and I expect some really good things out of the Bears this year.
Once it's early, you never know if shit's going to change. And I'll tell you what.
Oh, and Trubisky didn't play in the preseason either.
There you go.
Which I think was fucking stupid.
Shaking them
cobwebs. That's just me, but.
All right. Well, look. No, any more fucking delay.
No delay.
We're going to get into this shit here for the Sunday game starting with the Titans at the Browns. There it is, the first of the season. And the line is 5.5 for the Browns at home.
I can rock with that. I'm gonna roll with the. I'm on the train, the Cleveland Browns train. All right, all the way to the playoffs. I am riding in the food car all the way.
Yep.
And I'm wearing my dog pound mask. All right. Go Browns. Go Freddie Kitchens. He's a good guy, friend of mine. I'm rooting for him, man. I want him to be successful. So Browns, hell yeah, I got him.
Yep, there it is. I am also.
And they cover the spread in Vegas.
Yeah,
so my betting people out there, and they cover the spread.
Exactly. I'm going with the Browns as well. I am going to suspect that there will be a little bit of shakiness to start the game, but it's natural. It's the first time they're really getting out there for the regular season as a unit. Right. But I expect them to open up the offense, get the ball spread out to all of their goddamn weapons. Right. And, look, Cleveland is a hell of a place to play, especially when the Browns are playing good. Right. Titans are going to try to hang around. Vrabel will have them boys ready to play. But at the end of the day, I think it's, as we talked about in other levels of football recently off the podcast, I think that's where the talent is going to rise up.
Here's where you have to put the X factor on it. Is Mariota going to perform at a high level?
Exactly.
Because if he's not, they're going to get the shit beat out of him.
Exactly.
All right? Watch that guy all year, reviewers, because he might get sat the fuck down.
Right, exactly.
Mediocrity will not be accepted. If I'm the coach, I wouldn't accept it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all he's been his whole career.
Speaking of him, he could be benched for a quarterback that was formerly on this team. The Dolphins are hosting the Ravens, and the line is 6.5 for the Ravens down there in Miami.
All right, so here's the thing, dude. Playing in Miami is janky as fuck.
Janky.
Right? The good thing about the Ravens is that they don't have to go across the country to get to Miami. They just have to slide down the eastern seaboard. All right? So I'm going to go with the Ravens. Not so much with the line. I don't think they'll win. I think they'll win by 4 points or less. Because I think the Dolphins got something for our ass. everybody's kind of counting the Dolphins out, making it like, they new head coach. They got rid of Steele. They got rid of Tunsil. I still think the Dolphins are gonna play super solid, boring ass New England Patriot football because that guy's he's on the tree. He's fruit from the branch.
Right.
And the Ravens are gonna do what the Ravens are gonna do. Can Lamar Jackson complete passes? We're gonna see.
Right.
Can he run? We already know he can.
Yeah.
But again, this guy, what's the coach name at Dolphins right now?
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores is a defensive guy. So he gonna figure out a way to stop that man first.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm picking the Ravens. I do not trust the line. Bettors, I would stay away from that 6.5 for the Ravens. Nah, it's gonna be tight.
As a matter of fact, if you go bet against the line.
Exactly,
and you're gonna get paid.
Yeah, you're gonna get better return on investment on that shit. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens as well. I think there is going to be some, as JB has so coined, jankification down there, because Lord knows it's a fucking, as we've called it, it's the isms. It's a fucking Bermuda Triangle is what it is down there in Miami. It's a goddamn Bermuda Triangle.
That's right.
I am taking the Ravens. I think their defense shows up enough to get it done. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, what the fuck are you can get out of Lamar Jackson? It's week one. He'll improve week to week, but it's week one. Yeah. So if any jankification is going to happen, it could happen this week. But still taking the Ravens.
Hey, pray for the Bahamas, by the way, guys. All right?
Yeah, please do.
Pray for the Bahamas.
Yeah, Donnie, stop fucking off that money.
Fuck that punk.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that punk.
Exactly.
He don't care nothing about that. Ain't nothing black folk down there. He don't give a fuck about the
right. Fucking pumpkin. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But what is the motherfucking dirty boys at the Vikings. Falcons at Vikings line is 3.5 for the Vikings at home.
Skull.
The clap.
Skull.
Fucking clap.
Skull. Listen, I think that's the most cultish shit I've ever seen in my life, and it's scary. All right? Exactly. I never experienced that because they didn't do that shit when I played. And I don't know where it came from, but that's some scary shit.
Right.
That's some real Viking type shit. Fuck the Vikings. What you mean? Vikings gonna go down there and kick their ass. All right? You talking about two pretty much evenly matched teams, but Ryan is a better quarterback. Mm-hmm. The deeper running back, even though Cook is back, okay, great. But the Falcons have a great run defense. So defensively, they're pretty much evenly matched. Offensively, the one up goes to the Falcons. Therefore, the Falcons get the win.
I agree. I do think the Falcons go down the road. I think if this was later in the season, I don't know if it would necessarily be the Falcons coming out on the road. But I think with where they're at in the season, Julio just got that big extension.
Julio just got paid.
Julio got paid.
Shout out Julio, man.
You know what I mean?
Good kid. Quiet.
Yeah.
Goes about his business respectfully. You know? And to everybody, before I even get to this shit, that's not a sign of weakness because you do your job at a high level and you ain't got shit to say about what's going on.
Right, exactly.
You just shut the fuck up and do your job.
Yeah.
Because it's what you love to do. And you know that what you do on the field speaks for itself. So the money gonna come. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, I mean you're absolutely right.
I was cranking up.
I mean, I think that
cranking up.
There were signs there that the Falcons, let some shit slip through their fingers last year. I do think there is going to be. They made some moves on their coaching personnel, and they've tightened up some things, particularly with depth, as you said,
that's right,
at the running back position. So I expect old Matty Ice to be not slush quite yet. But he'll be slinging around, and listen, Lord knows I've been on record, especially going into this year. A lot of these so-called pundits have been picking the Vikings to win the division.
Yeah,
I don't know about that there right there, buddy.
Keep going, Benny.
I don't know about that right
this
there, buddy.
This is a division that's near and dear to Benny's heart now.
Yeah, I played against Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a talented dude, but when pressed, he has a tendency to fold.
I mean, we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Last year, perfect example, after he got the money. Yeah, before he got the money. When he got the money, we was all like, what?
Yep.
Man, we ain't hating on you, bro, for getting your coin, but
you gotta play now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You got to go perform, fool.
Yep, exactly. So we're both picking the Falcons. All right, moving right along. It's an AFC East matchup. It's the Bills at the D-U-M-S Bums. Oh, I'm sorry. The Jets, Jets.
What?
Bills at the Jets, and the line is 2.5 for JB's conspiracy theory. Jets, run back to last episode.
Understands me. All right. Jets. Jets. Shout out to Fireman Fred. All right, still alive and kicking out there. East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right. Shout out to Fireman Fred. He's going to have the Jets crowd pumping and jumping. And the Bills just don't have enough, right? They just don't have enough. They just don't, right? Jets defense is stout. And their offense is much improved with the one Le'Veon Bell signing. Watch that man go crazy, all right? Jets. And I got him by a little bit more than 2.5.
Okay. Well, this was the first one that we're going to disagree. I'm going to take a risk. I'm taking the Bills on the road. Stout defense, showing looks that Darnold's not going to be able to handle, putting too much pressure on Le'Veon Bell. And I do think they're going to start. The Jets will start off dynamic, but it will get ugly and in the trenches late. And the Bills get out of there by the hair of their chinny chin chin. Taking a W on the road. I'm picking the Bills, baby. Oh, look, it's two teams that used to employ the Bizzle man. It's the Redskins at the EAGLES Eagles.
I forgot that I even played for the Redskins.
I know, because you had a cup of coffee over there. That's what you know what I'm saying?
You know?
It's the Redskins at JB's drafting team, the Eagles, and the line is 10.5 for the fucking Bleeds there in Philly.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to take the line, but I'm going to take Philly. The Redskins just... I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? The line from the song "One by One" by the Dog Pound comes to mind. When Dan says, "Your new album, shit." So that's what I think about the Redskins and their team right now. The 2019 season, shit. Hey, the Eagles are highly touted right now. A lot of people are picking them to win the Super Bowl. A lot of people are picking them to do a lot of great things.
Picking them to go to the Super Bowl.
Right. So it's like, I know Philly got them weapons, they got them things. All right, they got a healthy, quote unquote, healthy Carson Wentz. Okay. Redskins, you just ain't got it.
Right.
Period. So yeah, hell yeah, I would pick the Eagles.
Yep, I'm picking
again, bettors, I wouldn't take that 10.5.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm picking the Eagles.
I agree. I'm taking the Eagles as well, and I'm picking them as our patented Pacific home buyers bet the house of the week.
On that ass.
I'm picking the Eagles to fucking run the train on these motherfuckers' paws. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
They are not fucking playing around.
They'll work on them,
They're going to control both sides of the ball. Case Keenum's going to get what you call choke slammed. Instagram, fucking Facebook and Twitter Live. He's going to get absolutely power bombed by these motherfuckers. And, Alshon Jeffrey getting paid. I'm expecting some good things out of old Carson Wentz as well, slinging that thing. All right, so we're both picking the Eagles. All right, very interesting matchup by a team that's been showing a lot of love to JB. They want to fly him out, they want to wine him, they want to dine him, they want him in the building. It's your LA Rams at the Black Cat Scratch Fever.
Cat Scratch Fever.
Goddamn Panthers.
So
2 for the Rams on the road.
So for all you guys that are not familiar with our picks, I have to pick 2 teams. Right, because I claim 2 teams. All right, Philly,
you're adding another team to this?
Well, I mean, I've always picked the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really?
Yeah, it's pretty much. If we go back, yeah, I've always picked the Panthers.
You know, we were holding you to the Birdgang, but if you want to pick 2,
okay. I tell you what, you heard what he said, reviewers. All right, so I ain't got to pick the Panthers when I want to. Okay, look,
I ain't picking the fucking Patriots or some shit on the side. Shit.
Here we go, like domino. I'm gonna pick the Panthers at home.
Yep.
I really think that Cam Newton is healthy. He's lost a gang of weight. The kid looks amazing. I don't think they showed a lot in the preseason. Riverboat Ron, he's a gambler.
Riverboat.
I think the Rams' spark is done. I really do. I think the Rams, you had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going to be garbage this year, but they're not going to have the same success they had last year. I'm going with the Panthers. All right, it's going to be a close one, but I'm going with the Panthers at home. That stadium has livened up a little bit. Bank of America Stadium, man, like it used to be when I played for them. Man, you can hear a pin drop in that motherfucker back in the day. We do this to them, and they be like... So, they're crazy now, all right? They're loony.
Right.
It's under new management, and, man, the new owner's doing great things. He's letting the kids have fun. I'm excited about what the Black Cats going to do this year, so I got them, baby.
Right, real shit. I'm taking the Panthers as well. I'm expecting some rebirth for Cam. It may not happen overnight. I do expect the first half to be tight. I'm very interested to see what type of actions they're running with Christian McCaffrey in particular. We'll see what happens with that. But I do think the Panthers are going to get it done at home. I do think a lot of these matchups, JB, I think a lot of these matchups are kind of victim to early scheduling. to where maybe if you flip the home and away, you put it in a different week in the season, yeah, maybe it's a little bit different. But nonetheless, I am going to take the Panthers as well to pull it out. All right, moving right along, it's the motherfucking Chiefs, the heavily favored, heavily touted Chiefs at the old jank-ass Jacksonville Jaguars, and the line is 3.5 for KC on the road.
Man, I tell you what now. I tell you what. Jank is the right word, brother. I mean, it's the perfect word for what you get when you go to Jacksonville. For people that don't know about NFL football, don't know about cities, places you go play at, right? Certain places just fucking suck to play at.
Right.
Jacksonville is one of those places. But Kansas City Chiefs are loaded.
Correct.
All right, in the words of Chris Rock, and what's it? And I was going to say, name of the state. Head of state, all right? If Kansas City was a woman, Kansas City would be a big titty woman, all right? And everybody loves a big titty woman, you know what I'm saying? So Kansas City with them big titties is going to go down there and wreck Jacksonville to get their first W.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there is a yet another Florida jankification factor, but I don't think it's quite as powerful as the Miami jankification factor. I agree. I think this is, to me, just too much of a firepower thing as opposed to what Jacksonville's offering. Right. Foles, we'll see, man. Foles, you don't really have a lot of good evidence that you can succeed when you're outside of a certain system. That system being Philly.
That's a huge question mark, bro.
That's a big question mark.
First of all, we ain't seen Foles in the whole season since he was playing with fucking Chip Kelly.
Right.
What?
Yep.
You gonna put the money on that?
Yeah, man.
I guess.
Some people are.
Whatever.
But we ain't, because we're picking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. It's Chad Carr's Andrew Luckless Colts.
The luckless Colts.
At the L.A., Carson, Bakersfield, South Bay, Torrance, Barstow, Vegas, maybe, San Antonio Superchargers. Colts at Chargers, god damn it. And the line is 6.5 for the Chargers at home.
Listen, can't say they got home field advantage of Dignity Health. But what I can say is they got Phillip Rivers, all right? And I can say they have a much obliged defense. Them motherfuckers fly around like pigeons, dropping shits on motherfuckers in New York, all right? They everywhere, all right? They got some veteran guys to add to an already stellar defense. Colts got a really good team. I'm not taking anything away from Kobe Brissett, but Kobe Brissett gonna have to get his mind right. He gonna have to come really, he had to come with it to beat these Chargers. I don't think first game they'll do it. I think they'll have some success after like week 2. Once Brissett settles down and really gets rolling. I'm picking the Chargers for this game. And again, it's the first game for everybody. I wouldn't pick the 6.5 point spread.
I agree. I think overall, even without Andrew Luck, the Colts are still a better team in terms of personnel depth and scheme. I do think because it is week 1, they are going to have to adjust to having Jacoby there. You know, even though he has been there at the end of the day, there was no plan for him to be the starter up until fucking 2 weeks ago. So maybe when they play, if they play again later in the season, if they happen to meet in the playoffs, could be a different story. But I am going to pick the Chargers as well. But don't be surprised, there's some motherfucking jankification sprinkled in this one as well. All right, moving right along, it's the goddamn Bungles at the motherfucking Squawks.
The goddamn Bungles.
The Bungles at the Squawks, and the line is 9.5 for the Squawks. They're in the big coffee mug.
Yeah, Starbucks is going to be in the building. Plentiful. I wonder if the crazy guy with the long hair is still there slapping them up on the board in the end zone, closest to the exit. Closest to the place where the Seahawks come out at. I'm going to Seahawks. That's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's going to be shitty, but that's Seattle weather for you. Yeah. 9.5. I'll take that.
Yeah, all day.
I'll take that.
I'm going to Squawks as well. The Bungles are, they're a prime candidate for most trash team in the league. And it's very possible.
Garbage juice.
Garbage basura. I'm taking the Squawks as well. Squawks are one of those teams, JB, that we may look back and be like, damn, they were a lot better than people thought they were. However, you did pick, to your credit, you did pick the Squawks winning their division. So, you may very well be right. You may very well be right. They got Jadeveon Clowney now, and, they're making some investments. So I definitely think as far as week 1, they're definitely going to make shit happen. All right. Oh, it's a fucking NFC East classic mashup. It's the G-Men at the... Woo-wee. How about them Cowgirls? Them Cowboys. Fresh with Zeke. And the line is a touchdown for the Cowboys at home.
Okay, so shout out to Zeke for getting that coin. All right.
Ching.
Getting that money. Getting the munties. Cowboys, man. I can't see the Giants beating the Cowboys. Even if Zeke wasn't there, I really couldn't see the Giants beat the Cowboys. Not right now.
I agree. The G-Men got some identity searching to do. What the fuck are they going to get out of Eli?
Who the
How
fuck,
much?
what the fuck,
right? How much are they going to run the offense through Saquon Barkley? Golden Tate's out for 4 games. Lord knows what they're going to get from that defense. So, I think they are going to play him tough because it is a division game. But I do think the Cowboys get it done. All right. We can't hold it back any longer. It is your Honolulu Blue Cardiac Kitties. Them Lions at the Birdgang. Them Arizona Cardinals live right here in Glendale at the Big Toaster in the desert, State Farm Stadium. The line is 2.5 for the Kitties. Bizzleman, explain to the reviewers why you believe the Cardinals will get it done when we're in the building.
They ain't seen nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Come on, man, look. I've said it a plentiful that every running quarterback, and I'm not calling Kyler Murray a running quarterback because the man has the best arm in his draft class, but he can run. Every running quarterback has a spark. It happens every year. Deshaun Watson, RG3, Cam Newton, all right? Hell, Baker Mayfield, let's be real, right? That spark is going to be there. There's no way that the Lions can account for him right now because they don't know when he's going to run, why he runs. They don't know. So, little big man, as I refer to him, and I refer to him for the rest of this year. That's no disrespect, Colin. All right, God made you what you are.
A little filler, okay.
All right, your stature, small in stature, small but big, like Molly said on Friday after next, on next Friday. Small but big, all right? So, Cards are going to win. 4 points at the most, all right? I got to respect the Lions. They got a veteran quarterback. They have a stout defense. Right? They really added some additions to that defense. Lil Bro plays for y'all, so I got to give y'all some love. You know what I'm saying? Devon Cano, I love you, baby boy. Don't handle your business, but don't handle it too well. Okay? And in my Cardinals defense, again, I feel like we ain't seen nothing yet. Right? I feel like that, Vance Joseph is a veteran defensive player. All right, you really think this man ain't finna come out and have some shit cracking? We at home, right? And y'all's fan base don't travel very well, so that means we're gonna have a true Cardinal crowd. All right, they're gonna feed off it. All right, Sizzle, all right, Jones, they're coming to get your boy because we know how he gets at times. All right, Stafford do Stafford things. All right.
Yeah. Stafford always slings that motherfucker as well, so don't forget about that. We got a new tight end weapon. We got Kerryon Johnson. A quality running back,
Kerryon Johnson.
CJ, the bowling ball Anderson will be picking up the slack as well. I am concerned about the Frank Ragnow injury. I'm not sure if he's playing, but they've really, as JB mentioned, they really have invested in the D-line. You got Trey Flowers, you got Mike Daniels, you got Snacks Harrison. Forcing Kyler Murray to have to make plays. Like I said in the first segment when we were talking to the boys there, Easy Sports Talk, NBC Sports Radio. I do think, it could be an either way game, but I do think my Kitties can pull it off by a similar margin, 4 to 5 points, and that's because they can control the line of scrimmage and force Kyler Murray in an early situation in his career to be a playmaker. I don't know. I mean, some question marks in terms of the secondary from the Cardinals. Obviously, you got Fitz, you got Christian Kirk. I wonder if the new boy Isabella is going to make some shit happen. Of course, DJ. But nonetheless, I do think it's going to come down to the trenches, which I think Detroit will control better. And when in doubt, lean on the veteran gunslinger as well. So I do think they will win by a few points. Maybe not a lot, by a few. All right, very good. Just a few games left here in Savage Picks. We got the Niners at the old pirate ship, and the line is a point. The line is a point for the Niners on the road.
Oh, man, you know what? I don't even know who's big, really. I don't. You got gold diggers and swashbucklers, you know? So it's like Jimmy G's going to be starting for the Niners. I'm not sold on the Buccaneers right now. I'm going to go with the Niners because they're just that type of team to just go fuck some shit.
Right.
And they've always been like that.
Right.
So I'm going to roll with the Niners. I think they'll win by fucking field goal the most.
Right. Yeah, I'm going with the Niners. I mean, jury's still kind of out on Jimmy G in terms of what you're going to get. Is he fully recovered from the injury? He's got, some toys to play with in terms of Kittle, your man Kittle, Pettis, Marquise Goodwin, who we have on our fantasy team. Defense is going to be the big thing. Can they get Jameis off of his reads and off his game enough to make mistakes? Right. And that could really be the tail of the game.
We know Jameis will make mistakes.
Exactly.
Even under the tutelage of that boy.
Yeah, I'll toe your ass.
Toe your ass.
Yep.
Mr. One Bruce Arians, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, BA. What up, fool?
Yep. Yeah, I'm picking the Niners as well to get one on the road. All right. Oh, it's a classic AFC matchup with the addition of Antonio Brown of the Patriots, who is apparently free, and we'll get to the end of the show.
I didn't even think about the ramifications of that.
Playing the Steelers week 1. Ain't that a motherfucker?
Week fucking 1.
Steelers at the Pats, dude. The line is 5.5 for the Pats at home.
Of course I'm taking the Patriots. I wouldn't have. Right. At home, if they were in Pittsburgh, I might take Pittsburgh. But with the addition of Antonio Brown, even if they just take him up top, like, the Patriots are a better football team with him. Now, let me start on Antonio Brown. I don't like the guy.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll talk about that in a second. And I just developed this like for the man. Right? Because I was kind of letting him slide. But I'm not letting him slide no more. All I can stand, and I can't stand no more. Mm-hmm. All right? With all that being said, I'll take the Pats over Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really trying in my heart of hearts, JB, to look for reasons to pick the Steelers. And I think it can make some decent reasons. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with young Juju. With James Conner running the ball. I think they are going to put up a hell of a fight. And I think it's going to be a great game. I think the Pats end up getting it done late. Even though the Pats have a way of fucking it off early in the season. That's the one thing that has me kind of hesitating.
They will. We know that.
But I am going to reluctantly pick the Pats, dude. To win at home. All right, we got the Monday night double header. It's in Texans at the Who Dat Saints.
Who dat?
Oh man, and the line is a touchdown for the Saints at home. Well, I don't know about that one there, buddy.
I do. At home, you ain't never heard that song before, bro. It plays eerily in my head when I hear the word Saints. You ain't never heard that song before, man. You done heard it, but you ain't never heard it in that Mercedes Dome.
Right.
When there's fucking 70,000 people yelling and screaming drunk off Birdgang. Birdgang. You ain't never heard it, man. You ain't never heard that song, man.
Taking the Saints?
You ain't never heard that song.
Right, okay.
Hell yeah, I'm taking the Saints.
Oh, God damn it.
The fuck the Texans gonna do to the Saints at home? Nothing. Not nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Saints got the damn same team they had last year.
Yep.
With the exception of 2 or 3 people. Why would I not take the Saints at home? Now, if they was in Texas, I probably would consider saying, you know what? Because the Texans have your mans in them, DeAndre at quarterback. They got Steele now. They got Hopkins. They got Tunsil at left tackle now. Okay. I'm like, all right, they still don't have a super solidified running back. All right, the defense is, I don't know. The defensive backfield is always been kind of subpar, right? We know that D-line can do it, Merciless and Watt. We get it, right? We understand that.
Right.
But we got Drew Brees behind center, man.
Mm-hmm.
He got every weapon that he had last year, excluding your man that went to Baltimore. Why would I not pick the Saints?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm picking the Saints as well at home. Too much at home firepower. Texans, they got a lot of figuring out to do. You know, what's their identity? Who are their playmakers? Of course, they got Hopkins. They got Deshaun Watson. But running game, I'm not so sure. Forcing them to try to make plays, and in that big gumbo bowl, baby. I don't know if that is gonna happen for them. So I'm picking the Saints as well. Right. All right, and finally, it's the Broncos at the the Antonio Brown-less Raiders.
Shout out to Boom. What's up, boy? Man, look. I guess I gotta bet the house.
2 points for the Broncos.
House,
yeah, you ain't done your patented pick yet.
I guess I gotta bet the house, huh? Shit. I'm gonna bet the house on the Broncos, man. You know why? One word. Blocker.
All right.
I mean, shit. I mean, we can laugh all we want, but the motherfucker proven he's a semi-elite quarterback in his league. Motherfucker got a Super Bowl ring on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, excuse me, why? Little brother Carr don't have one. He don't have a huge weapon to throw the ball to right now.
Right.
Because Antonio flew the coop.
Yep.
Right? I'm not sold on John Gruden's anything. He's not. Like, he's not.
Yeah.
Really not. But the Broncos, Chubb, and your man's.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vonnie. Chubbs and Vonnie. That's all I'm going to say. Two people that's going to dictate this game, Mr. Chubbs and Mr. Miller. Period. Hands down.
Yeah. I fully expect this to be an overhyped, very boring Monday Night Football game.
There's a lot of mistakes, man.
As a lot of them are. It's going to be low scoring, and the black hole is going to be hyped. They're going to be extra turnt because of all this drama that's been happening this week.
About the black hole.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not intimidating force anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Really not.
Unfortunately, Raider Nation, it's a goddamn shame because this is the last season they're going to be in Oakland.
It's kind of a joke, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Now that I think about the times I played there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been sauced your whole playing career. They were. I mean, other than when you first got drafted, they've been pretty much eh.
I mean, even then, it was still like, ooh,
yeah.
The Raiders, like, that's the Raiders.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm expecting people to hit harder and be, get shot at on the field.
Right.
Shit.
Oh shit.
I know.
Exactly.
It was just a bunch of people talking shit to you, and we'll sit around black.
Yep. That's pretty much it. And I'm picking the Broncos as well to get it done on the road, week 1.
Put the house on the Broncos.
There it is. That's his PHP. Bet the house.
Bet the
pick.
house. Pacific Home Buyers.
You know what I'm
Bet
saying?
the house pick of the week.
There
Your
it
boy
is.
JB in these streets.
Week 1 picks are in the books. You'll see who was right, who was wrong, who's both right, who's both wrong. Now, before we get out of here, of course, I know all you reviewers, all you NFL fans out there, again, joining us Facebook Live. Look, this whole Antonio Brown shit, he gets his feet goddamn fucking frostbit off. Then he has a helmet issue. Then he fucking, you know what I'm saying, goes fucking Tidwell on motherfucking the GM and shit, trying to get his respect, whatever the fuck he's trying to do. Either way it goes, it backfired because they cut his ass and he lost out on damn near $30 million. And of course, like a fucking parody itself, this dude gets signed for 15 with 9 guaranteed with the Pats, dude. And JB, I know you are just you're burning on the shit. Talk to the reviewers.
All right, let me take a sip of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Clear my throat.
Shit, hear that ice triangle.
Antonio Brown. And you know what? I'm going to speak from a friend. Because I don't know that man. All right? I don't know him from a fucking hole in the wall. But he is one of my brothers because he played in NFL. But I'm just going to tell you like this, buddy. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, man. And the reason why I say that review is because the Raiders didn't do shit to Antonio Brown. All they actually do is do his job. That's all they actually do. If you are at whatever job you are at, respective job you are at, and you're not performing at the level that you're supposed to perform at, if you're not there, if you're not available to do the job, they're going to have a problem with you. They're going to have a problem with you, and you're going to hear their mouth. Because they're paying you. Right? This is the way life is. This is just the way shit goes. So from the feet issue, which they excused, okay, we get it. You know, he was a dumbass and he fucking walked in the crowd chamber with no pads on his feet.
Right.
The muffs that they give you put on your feet.
Right.
He did it. He got the fucking freezer burn shit. Whole layer of skin came off his feet. He got over that. NFL, doing something they do every year, man. They test the fucking equipment to make sure that it's up to par. And if it ain't up to par, guess what they do to it? You can't wear that. Half for me in year 10. I had to change my helmet, man. I had it since I was a fucking rookie. But it didn't meet NFL standards anymore, so you gotta get a new fucking helmet. He tells the motherfucking team, I'm not gonna play if I can't wear my helmet. What? I understand you being passionate about your helmet, but this is your job, son. And there are certain stipulations that come with working at certain places, right? Right? Am I wrong? Please tell me if I'm right or wrong.
No, man. If you at the end of the day, whether it's $30 million for a contract,
$30,000 a year,
or $30,000 a year. If you're an employee, you're an employee. You're gonna get as big time as you want.
Then the coup de grace. Motherfucker gets into it with his GM. So for reviewers out there, for you guys don't know who's the GM, okay? It goes head coach, GM, owner of the team. That's the order of operations right there. He gets into it with his GM. Tells him he's gonna punch him in his face. And they give it. He comes out, makes an apology. My thing is this, okay? I'm gonna go back to the apology. Why the fuck would you make the apology if you wanted to be quote unquote free? Why didn't you just say, fuck y'all, release me?
Right.
On TV with some nuts.
Right. Right.
Like a fucking man. Instead of hiding behind fucking Instagram, bro. Like a fucking bitch. Then you found out via Adam Scheffner's tweet that you've been released.
Right.
Then you make a spectacle of your fucking self and run around your backyard hollering, free, free. What are you free from?
Right.
Because you just went and got another fucking contract with the New England Patriots. What are you free from? So you gotta do exactly what the fuck the Patriots say, or your dumbass ain't gonna have a job.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be tighter than the Raiders.
It's gonna be worse than the fucking Raiders.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Belichick, who got 6 of them things, and has done it with cab drivers,
yeah, real shit,
grocery baggers at fucking Sprouts. You did? All these motherfucking people, and that's no knock on nobody, though, real shit. I'm just saying that he hasn't done it with big names.
Right.
Right? He's done it with lower level players, solid guys. They bring you in. Now you got a second chance. Third chance, you will. Because the whole shit with the fucking Steelers, then the whole shit with the Raiders. Now your third chance is with the Patriots. Antonio Brown, you get the Don't Be Dumb award for the year.
Whole year.
We do this shit at the end of the football season. You get it. Look, I wish you peace and prosperity, sir. I wish whatever's going on in your brain that it ceases and you just do what God has blessed you to do. You are a talent on the football field. You are a pain in the fucking ass off. Alright? And if GMJB was your motherfucking GM, you wouldn't have a fucking job, bro. I wouldn't hire you. And that's just on me. It ain't got nothing to do with your color, creed, your religion. I wouldn't hire you. Because I don't know if the motherfuckers gonna do it right. I ain't gotta fucking argue with and worry about what the fuck you gonna tweet and post on IG. That's just who the fuck I am. I ain't with it. Give a damn what, again, your color, your creed, your religion. I don't give a fuck. That shit to me, alright, you are a weak breed of man. Alright? You need to fucking untuck your dick and balls.
Damn.
Let them hang and swing. Do your fucking job, man. Do what God bless you to do. I'm gonna say it again. Keep saying it. Because so many people are blessed with it, but they're not blessed to do it.
Right.
I'm gonna say it again. So many people are blessed with it, but are not blessed to do it. Look at the motherfucking Alliance Football League. We just fucking crashed last year.
Mm-hmm.
So many of those guys are blessed with the talent to play ball in the NFL, but ain't blessed to do it. Come on, man. Like, seriously. Like, when I get so upset that I start talking low, I'm mad.
Right, real shit.
I'm really upset. You know what I'm saying? And it just pisses me off because I'm like, man, talent that God gave and the revenue that you can continue to earn, even into like, Larry Fitzgerald in year 15, right? And he's a wonderful, wonderful football player, but I think that you're more of a talent than Larry Fitzgerald. Are you a better professional than Larry Fitzgerald? Hell no.
Nope.
You work as hard as Larry? Yeah. But are you a better professional than Larry Fitzgerald? Hell no. They can depend on Larry, right? And that ain't no weakness. That's just a man that says, you know what, I'm going to be a pro, because that's what I'm blessed to do my job, I'm going to do it at a high level, period.
There it is.
There it is, reviewers.
There it is, reviewers.
JB's burning.
We love you. If you see us at the Big Toast tomorrow, come say what's up. Please. Don't come with no flack. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of it. Come in good spirits.
We're going to have our phones out. Fully charged.
Yeah, come on, man.
Benny never charged his fucking phone. I don't know if it's like a thing, but anyway, we're gonna be out on the Great Lawn tomorrow before the game starts. Phones out, talking to people, shooting the shit with everybody, asking about who they think's gonna win the game, showing love to the folks, to the family, Birdgang. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Uncle Elroy, and Friday, next Friday, I started this motherfucking Birdgang shit. It's just a motherfucking thing cycle. Right? We love y'all. Let them know where they can reach us at.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Follow us at JB and Benny Blue, JBandBennyBlueReview.com. We are available on all streaming platforms. Give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. We will shout you out, no doubt. And of course, if you have your thoughts and feelings on one of our teams or one of yours or anything that you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up on the Savage Hotline. That's 818-850-2804. Who? Mike Jones, 818-850-2804. And that's it, reviewers. We love you. We're back on a weekly schedule. Until next week, this is the JB and Benny Blue Review Podcast. And we out, bitches.
Holla.
Yeah.